The opinions expressed on this program are solely those of its hosts, guests, or callers, and do not necessarily represent the opinions of WTBR-FM, its management, other producers, or sponsors.
Cultural Pittsfield radio show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the city of Pittsfield. Lots of action in Pittsfield these days, which is always the case, it seems. Today on the program, we have Fran Curley here representing the Irish Sister City Commission, which has lots of stuff. It's March. We're recording this on March 1st, and we're so happy that March is kicked into gear. Yes. The official month of celebrating the Irish.
Yes, it is, and we have a lot of activities coming up. We have 3 guests from our Irish sister city, and we have a full agenda, and we are going to have those guests rocking and rolling from the time they arrive in Pittsfield on March 9th until they leave after a farewell get-together at Proprietor's Lodge on March 12th. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat who is coming from our sister city. We have Tom Gilligan, who is the Director of Services. And when I say Director of Services, you're saying, what does that mean? He is a serviceman who is in charge of housing, highway, and roads for the county of Mayo. Now, I'm talking about county of Mayo is a big county, and he's in charge of that. The next person is Michael Loftus. We call him Mick, and he is a former mayor, and I guess he's going to be the mayor-elect pretty soon. So he's
in Ballina?
Yes.
Oh.
And the third person is Willie Nolan. He is a former mayor, two-time mayor, and he is president of the Twinning Committee that way back when we became a sister city of Ballina some 25 years ago. He is the third person that's coming to Ballina. They're coming on the 9th of March, and if you want to, you can come to a meet and greet night at the Holiday Inn and Suites at 9 o'clock at nighttime.
Whoa, 9 p.m. it starts?
I know you're probably going to be in your pajamas.
That's a late night start.
But that's one of the first things they do. When they arrive in Pittsfield, we Sister City members who are still awake at that time, we are going to meet them at the second floor restaurant there for a little meet and greet. Hi, hello, how are you? We don't have to pick these 3 gentlemen up. They are going to rent a car, fly into JFK, rent a car, and come, and they're going to stay at the Holiday Inn and Suites. So that's the first activity of our event.
These 3 coming to visit Pittsfield are coming from Ballina in Ireland. The reason they're coming from that particular city is because it is the sister city of Pittsfield. We are celebrating the 25th anniversary of this sister city ship. Is that the word? Mm-hmm. That's pretty amazing. And so we've done this often where people from Pittsfield go to Ballina, people from Ballina come here. It's the Irish sister city of Pittsfield. You'll see that coming in and out of Pittsfield. There are sometimes signs that say sister city, Ballina, in County of Mayo in Ireland. So that's why we're mostly excited about this visit, which happens often in March. So they arrive on March 9th, these 3 people from Ballina, and there's a meet and greet on March 9th, and then keep going. What else is happening that weekend?
So the next day, in the City Council chambers at 11 a.m., we have the mayoral reception, and it's open to the public, and this is where we exchange gifts with the 3 gentlemen, and the 3 gentlemen exchange gifts with us. And of course, we've all taken the ethics test. So those gifts cannot be more than $50 each.
Correct. Good job, Fran. You passed.
I did. I had submitted the fact that I took the test and I passed the test, and my wife went out and bought the gifts for those three gentlemen, and they know don't give us gifts more than $50.
Perfect.
So then after that mayoral reception, which lasts for about an hour, some little refreshments, we are all going to meet at Patrick's Pub for some lunch.
That is an appropriate meeting place.
And then after that, the Curleys might give a little tour of Pittsfield, but two of the people, Willie Nolan and Mick Loftus, have been here before. But Mr. Gilligan, Director of Services, he hasn't seen Pittsfield. So the Curleys, if there's daylight hours, we're going to give him a little tour of some of the sights of Pittsfield. And then in the evening, we usually party on. That has yet to be determined.
Yeah, TBD, the Irish party on in the evening. I would say that's a given.
So we have a full day after day event every single day. Now the next day, March 11th, that's the Albany St. Patrick's Day Parade. So we have to get the three guests to the parade site. So we caravan out of the Dwyer's Funeral Home on East Street. We meet there, leave at 10 o'clock, and the three guests and anyone who's marching in the parade from Pittsfield, we caravan there to the AOH Hall, Ancient Order of Hibernians Hall in Albany, on Ontario Street. We meet there, socialize for a while, and then we're bussed to the parade site, whatever section we're in, and they march in the 2 p.m. parade, the Albany St. Patrick's Day Parade. They come back to Pittsfield. Do you think they have a rest? Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
No. At the Pittsfield Elks Club, Kevin Cahill has the corned beef and cabbage dinner in honoring of the Irish Person of the Year. John Bresnahan, funeral director of the Devaney Condren Funeral Home, he is being honored as the Irish Person of the Year. And the local Irish step dancers, they will be performing at 7:30. The meal that day is being served at 6:15, and it should be a wonderful event. Kevin Cahill has a person that plays the bagpipes, and they march John Bresnahan in a circle in the floor around.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yes, this is a big-time thing. And usually the event ends about 10 o'clock. Do you think the evening ends when that event comes to an end? Absolutely not. We have to go somewhere else into the wee hours of the morning and complete the evening.
The Irish definitely know how to party. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. We are so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. We are talking to Fran Curley, representing the Irish Sister City Commission for the City of Pittsfield, all about the visitors from Ireland. There are 3 people coming over from the Irish sister city of Ballina in the county of Mayo. They are coming over March 9th through the 12th to Pittsfield to visit their sister city. And we've talked about March 9th, March 10th, March 11th, and now we're on to March 12th. Many public events, for all of you to attend.
Now, do you have any questions up until then?
No, I mean, I think it's quite clear at all of the things.
Okay, so the next day, March 12th. Now, don't forget, that's change the clocks there.
Daylight savings.
Daylight savings. Now, I don't know how all of us are going to adjust to all these time changes because we've been partying, as you know.
I know. I think you'll be all right. Somehow I think you kind of go with the flow. I think you'll be okay.
Okay, so March 12th, we are at your place.
Liechtenstein Center for the Arts, 28 Rennie Avenue.
So that's the 40 Shades of Green art show.
Correct.
So we've collected, we had two collections. The Gormleys collected one day, the Curleys collected the next day for the art show. And all the Irish-themed art show should be hanging at your place that day. The Irish Sister City group is going to set up for the wine. Oh, this isn't open to the public. Wine and cheese reception. Mm-hmm. And by noontime, the doors will open to that wine and cheese reception that goes from 12 to 3. So we have DJ Rob Dwyer, who is president of the Irish Sister City Committee. He'll be doing the music. And we have the Irish step dancers who will be performing at the corned beef and cabbage dinner, too. They will be performing that day.
The Breffney Irish step dancers, led by Jenny Darby.
Yes. She will be performing that day also. And that goes from 12 to 3. And so...
Open to the public. This is at the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts. So there was a call for art for this 40 Shades of Green show. 20 to 25 artists submitted works of art. Those will be hung on the walls of the Liechtenstein starting March 3rd through March 17th for St. Patrick's Day. This is the public reception for you to see those works of art on the walls, 12 to 3 on Sunday, March 12th. Entertainment from DJ Rob Dwyer, also the Irish step dancers under the direction of Jenny Darby, and 10% of all the art sales will go to the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee. So we're encouraging everybody to come out and kick off that week-long St. Patrick's Day celebration. St. Patrick's Day is on a Friday this year, Friday, March 17th. This event that we're speaking of is on Sunday, March 12th, with the three people from Ballina, the Irish Sister City in Ireland, the sister city of Pittsfield in Ireland. There's three people coming over from Ireland being entertained by the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee, led by Fran Curley, among others. This is a whirlwind. And then Monday, March 13th, you go to bed.
No, see, no. See, no, no. After the wine and cheese reception, okay, there's more partying.
Okay, of course there is.
That
no
particular
stereotypes here,
that
please.
particular night, on March 12th at 5:30, we are going to the proprietor's lodge for a farewell dinner at 5:30. So we have, as of the other day, we had to make reservations, and the number was 27 at 5:30. That includes our three guests. So the other day it was about 20, and it grew to 27.
It'll grow before.
So that's our farewell dinner. And the next day, I think, or that night, they were heading back to New York City. Mick Loftus has family in New York City area, so he wanted to go back and stay with them before they got on a plane to JFK, I think on the 13th. So
that is a whirlwind.
Yeah,
and we are talking about these three coming from Ballina, which is the sister city in Ireland. And Bev Prentice, who runs the board for us, has been there.
Couple times.
That's amazing. I have not even been to Ireland, and this is making me say, what is wrong with me? Why am I not going to Ireland? But tell us,
family.
Did you have family that lives there?
Yeah.
And you went on a tour?
No.
You just went to visit?
We just went to visit.
Oh. And how was it?
It was wonderful. It was the kind of thing that you do that makes you want to do it every chance you can get.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's gorgeous.
And I think it's awesome. We are in the 25th anniversary year of this sister city relationship. People don't realize that Pittsfield does have sister cities across the world. This is one of many. This is Ballina in the county of Mayo in Ireland, is a sister city of Pittsfield. So there are often representatives from Pittsfield that go to Ballina and vice versa, as we're talking about in March. There are three people from Ireland coming to visit Pittsfield March 9th through the 12th, with lots of opportunities to meet and greet with these three representatives. And because it's the 25th anniversary and there is a celebration in Ballina for an anniversary of Ballina this summer, right?
Yes. On July 8th, we will be in Ballina to celebrate their 300th anniversary
Woo.
of the formation of the town of Ballina.
300 years. Wow.
Yes, we have about 56 people from the Pittsfield or the Berkshires
Wow.
going to Ballina.
Wow.
And it's not necessarily all Pittsfield people because Ann Gagnon has some family out
No,
of
it's
town.
Berkshire. It's Berkshire
Yeah,
representatives,
and
though, we can say.
So we are going there to help celebrate their 300th anniversary.
Including the Irish step dancers. There are,
Yes, they're going to perform there. And there's another sister city with Ballina in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So they will be sending representatives too. As a matter of fact, when we are marching on the 11th in
Albany
Albany,
in the St. Patrick's Day
Scranton,
Parade.
Pennsylvania will have some representatives from Ballina in Scranton.
Oh, so they're spreading the love.
Yeah, they're spreading the love. So we have 3, but there'll be some from Ballina going to Scranton too, because Scranton's a big time. They have a sister city relationship. Also, Ballina has a sister city relationship with France. I can't remember the name of the thing.
name of
But
the
we
town.
met the French sister city too. So there's a lot of sister city relationships. So
I think it's really
Athens Mons or something like that. But yeah,
it's really good for Pittsfield people, for residents of Pittsfield to realize that there is this relationship. I know people from Pittsfield that have gone to Ireland and they just show up in Ballina and say, oh my gosh, it's a sister city. But if you give the sister city, the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee, a heads up that you're going over to Ballina, you can set up a meeting with people
yes. Well,
to an extent.
yes. The thing is, Pat Gormley has been over there so many times, and me and my curly hair can walk down those streets, go into a pub. Hey, Curly, what you doing?
Yeah.
If I ever go bald, I'm in trouble. But yeah, we walked into a pub one time, and I walked in and said, "Hey, Curly, where you been?" And like, it is so nice that we've been there enough times that people can recognize you. I could be walking down the street and somebody will stop me on the street. Hey, don't I know you? Yeah. And it's
So
really
I
great.
think it's important to recognize that there are representatives of Pittsfield that can say, if you in Pittsfield are saying, I want to go check the city out, then just let us know, because we can set you up at least with a cup of coffee, or go to this pub and say you're from Pittsfield. It's a sister city. It's such a cool relationship, and I don't think enough people realize that it is a relationship, and it's a very friendly. We talk to the people of Ballina often. They come here, we go there, and that's cool.
Yeah, I got it. A few nights ago, we got a phone call from Mary Kelly. Mary Kelly has been over here about 20 times. Mary's been a city councilor in Ballina, a mayor in Ballina. She said that she's coming over here about Easter time for a week or so. And I told her that the Gormleys have family in Connecticut. We have family in Duxbury, Mass. And we probably won't be around to pick her up when she comes in Hartford. So Ann Gagnon says, I'll pick her up, no problem. And I said, Mary, we'll be back the Monday after Easter, and we'll party with you for a whole week. No problem. And so we always have someone that could take care of you if you're coming. Now, she's not coming here as an official.
No,
she's just coming here like a vacation.
Because she's established a relationship with members of the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee, and you've shown her such a good time in Pittsfield. She's saying, I want to come back and enjoy it again. I think it's really cool, and I don't think enough people realize that there is this relationship with a cool city in Ireland, Ballina. It's a good thing to just say out loud as often as we can. We are on the Cultural Pittsfield radio show on WTBR 89.7 FM, Pittsfield Community Radio. I love that. That's the tagline on the microphone that I've never paid attention to before. Pittsfield Community Radio. I love it. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. We have Fran Curley on the program today from the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee, talking
Who has
about
a wonderful, I'm sorry to interrupt,
ahead.
but has a wonderful, wonderful head of hair that is so curly. I'm so jealous.
his name is Fran Curley, appropriately.
When we say bye to our guests, I tell them, look, you come over any time of the year, non-political. Don't pay for lodging. Come to our house. My wife and I are retired. We have spare bedrooms. Just whatever airport you come into, we'll pick you up. You stay with
That's
us.
great.
That's
This is
We'll
the,
take you to
yeah.
Tanglewood, whatever.
the
Although,
Irish hospitality.
yeah, and just come here. You got family and kids and stuff. We'll take you. When they come here, if it was nice weather, we've taken them to the top of Mount Greylock, whatever, and just enjoy yourself. And like we have Italian sister cities too. The same thing. We'll take them to see the sights, and I hope if it's like Tanglewood, we don't get the fake tickets there. We get scammed.
No, that is.
Oh, I mean, it's
they're on
amazing.
it. Yeah.
But yeah,
Lest we digress.
we do that to
Lots of good hospitality
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we're talking about specific events in March. There are 3 representatives from Ballina coming to Pittsfield to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the sister city relationship between Pittsfield and Ballina, Ireland. And March 9th through the 12th, they will be visiting Pittsfield. Let's go over again the opportunities for the public to meet and greet these 3 Irish representatives. March 9th, they arrive, and there is a meet and greet at the Holiday Inn at
Yeah.
9 p.m. Everyone heard that correctly. 9 p.m. meet and greet. So there will be representatives from the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee meeting them and welcoming them to Pittsfield. And then on March 10th is the reception at the city.
mayoral reception at
Talk
City
about
Hall,
that.
11 o'clock in the morning. And then if you want to go to lunch with us at Patrick's Pub, no problem. Meet us at Patrick's Pub. And the evening, we don't know what we're going to do in the evening, but we will party on it the evening.
TBD.
To be announced. And then if you want to march in the parade, we're always looking for marchers. And if you don't want to drive to Albany, you can caravan in one of the cars. There's always room in
So
someone's.
March 11th is the Albany St. Patrick's Day Parade. Everyone in Pittsfield is departing from
the Dwyer's
Dwyer Funeral Home on
East Street.
on East Street?
Yeah. Dwyer's used to have only one funeral home. Now they have 3. But the East Street,
Yep, by the high school.
yeah,
next
by
to the high
school.
school.
And they caravan you to the Ancient Order of Hibernians Hall on Ontario Street in Albany, New York.
So if you want to march in a parade with the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee and 3 representatives from Ballina, Ireland, this sounds really fun. You depart from 10 a.m. from Pittsfield, and the parade is at 2 p.m. on Saturday, March 11th in Albany.
It's about a 2.5 mile
Walk.
so you got to be healthy.
Yeah, and wear your sneakers.
Yeah.
It's all good. March 11th, hopefully it won't be a snowstorm, but you
No.
never know. You never know. And then after that, you come home from Albany on Saturday, March 11th, after marching in the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And then what
You
happens?
go to the Pittsfield Elks Club, and they have a corned beef and cabbage dinner, and they honor.
And that's open to the public?
Yes, you should have. You should contact
Reserve
Pat
tickets.
Gormley or Kevin Cahill, who's president of the Irish American. That's an Irish American Club event, not an Irish Sister City event. And they are the contact people. It's $25 a person, and you better get reservations for that because the Elks Club is only so big. They have to have the main floor empty because that's where the dancing are. But that's going to be a plated, no buffet. They're plated.
That's
And,
great. That's Saturday March
night,
11th
yeah.
in the evening.
The doors open at 5:30. The dinner is served at 6:15. It's a plated dinner. They've had buffets in the past, but it's like a zoo. Everybody getting up there and so
I like
forth.
the plated dinner, and it's corned
Yeah.
beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
Again, this is Saturday, March 11th, kicking off the week-long celebration for St. Patrick's Day on Friday, March 17th. So Saturday, March 11th, dinner at the Elk Club, honoring John Bresnahan, who
Yeah.
is the Irish Person of the Year.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, we're excited. We at the Office of Cultural Development at the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts are excited about Sunday, March 12th, because that is when the public art reception is for the 40 Shades of Green show. There was a call for art for the 40 Shades of Green show. We got lots of great submissions. The Irish Sister City Committee came and accepted all the artist submissions. Sean McCusker is hanging the show at the Liechtenstein. It's up through March 17th, and the public artist reception for the show is Sunday, March 12th from 12 to 3. And what's going to happen then?
Then after the show,
Well, 12 to 3, what happens during 12 to 3?
During the
Let's
show,
talk about the
we
show.
have the Irish step dancers, music by Rob Dwyer, who's the DJ, but he's also president of the Irish Sister City Committee. And then Irish Sister City members are taking the 3 Irish guests to the Proprietor's Lodge for a farewell dinner. But that's pretty much invitation only. It's not really open to the public. And we should have about 27 to 30 people at the Proprietor's Lodge, and it's a farewell dinner. And they should be heading back to New York City. I don't know if they're heading right after the dinner back to New York City, but they have a rented car. We're not driving them back. Sometimes in past years, we would take them to Logan Express, drive them back to Boston, but they are renting.
They're on their own to get back. So this event celebrating the Irish Sister City of Ballina is March 9th through the 12th. The Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee is really bringing out the red carpet,
right.
welcoming all of these guests. There's 3 guests coming in from Ireland, from Ballina, the sister city, for this weekend-long celebration. The public is invited to many of the events throughout the weekend, including the mayoral reception on March 10th at 11 a.m. at the City Council chambers and the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts. Sunday, March 12th from 12 to 3 is the 40 Shades of Green artist reception. So the artists will be there, the representatives from Ireland, the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee. It's going to be a good old time.
Yes, and that's not even St. Patrick's Day.
That's right. We haven't even reached St. Patrick's Day. Let me ask you this. I've heard that the Irish don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day like the Americans celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
No, as a matter of fact, corned beef and cabbage is not really what.
It's kind of an
They
American-made.
don't-
Oh, I'm
don't-
so glad you said that.
They don't really like corned beef. They grew up with ham, boiled ham.
That's
And
an
they-
American invention.
Yeah, corned beef is like an Americanized thing. And one time when we had some guests and took them to the corned beef and cabbage dinner, they didn't like the corned beef.
We're being honest, but they were very thankful of the welcoming and all of the
Yes.
nice gestures. But I've heard that it's an American made up. And then in Ireland, is March 17th a celebratory day?
Yes, they started doing that once they came to the United States and realized how big it was here. They started doing that. But it wasn't big until they saw how us Americans.
That's very
Yeah.
funny. And the Americans, we do like any excuse for a party. I would say.
We have time left?
We have about 45 seconds left.
One time we marched in a parade over there. John Callahan was dressed up as Uncle Sam.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
And during the parade, they stopped the parade to let traffic go through. Can you imagine us having a parade and stopping traffic to stopping the parade to let traffic go through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are different traditions in America and Ireland, but we're happy to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. March 9th through the 12th is when the Irish guests are coming from Ballina, the sister city of Pittsfield. The Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee is just throwing out the red carpet and welcoming them with open arms. And that will kick off the week-long celebration of St. Patrick's Day. Fran Curley, thank you always for all you do and for coming on the show. Bev, thanks for running the board always. Have a good week, everyone.
Yes, we will.